Hello and welcome everybody to this week's webisode of Six String Sanctuary. I'm your host Mike Lamb, and today we have a very special episode for you. We are going to be giving you the inside scoop on the guitar shops you need to know about Brandon, Manitoba. That's right, we're going to look at the two main shops in Brandon, that is Surges and Ted Goods Music Shop. Now, but before we do that, we are first going to honor our rock god of the week, and that is John Mayer. Let's take this moment. Let's head to Surges. Today, we're going to be looking at all the ins and outs of Surge and the guitars they have to offer. Tell me about a bit of the acoustic, just a little general overview.
Well, general overview is we do carry several lines. And Yamaha, Cort down this side, then over here we have a variety of different other makes we do. And then as we travel around, we get a few more of the specialty string instruments, your mandolins and banjos, classical guitars, and your junior guitars.
Okay, now let's take things over to the electric side.
Start down here, we start with our bass instruments, and then we move into the six-string electrics, all kinds of different shapes and varieties of pickups and that sort of stuff.
Moving to the price range of these, exact same as the other spot, I'd like to ask you to talk to me about what happens in the low end and what happens in the high end.
In the low end, it's usually the first-time buyer, the guitar that mom and dad are buying for their son that wants to get in to become a rock star. And so we have products here that start around, like a package that will start around $200, and then you'll move into the more expensive.
Okay, well, Glenn, thank you very much for the tour.
Welcome.
We'll definitely keep all these things into consideration as we check out our next stores. And now, it's on to the next place. All right, next up, Ted Goods. Let's take a look. It's nice to meet you. I'm Mike.
Hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
I'm
meet
Scott.
you. Scott. Okay, and now Scott, very extensive acoustic session it looks like we got going on here. Talk about everything from low end to high end in terms of price range, what you've got.
Sure. At Ted Good Music, we try and have a full line of instruments. Literally, we have the $99 guitars, something like these ones here, and then we've got some solid rosewood back instruments that are for the discriminating instruments.
Now let's go take a look at the electric. Talk about what you've got from low to high end.
Yeah, same sort of situation there where we have some, entry-level guitars that start in about the $150 type range. Some of the more expensive pro line stuff, we're in the $1,500 mark again. Some of the brands that we carry, in the lower end things, the J. Tercer and the PV guitars sort of have instruments in that $150 type range. As you get into more of the brand name stuff like Ibanez, Fender, BC Rich, Gretsch, they're usually the $400 type and up.
So if you're looking for an electric, I would personally recommend going to Ted Goods. They've got a bigger selection, more brands, more styles, more colors, everything that you'd be looking for, and more effects. They got more effect pedals, they got more amps, everything the accessories-wise in terms of strings, they just got more stuff. And now acoustics, I'd go to Surges. You got to. I mean, they have a great little section there. Everything you want from acoustic, electric, and beginner to expert, they've really got it all. So there you have it. That's this week's webisode of Six String Sanctuary. Make sure to stay tuned for next week's when we will be talking about the top 10 guitar riffs ever. So you don't want to miss that. Thanks for joining me. Peace.